So last week was holiday, no FOMC member, no news. So market maker can do anything with gold, up and down, it does not matter. But what will happen this week? From this low, first vertical wave after FOMC meeting, wave A, then V correction, wave C. You can say all the crowd bowed in wave C. Almost 100% projection complete. Big resistance 2088. You can see on this time frame the big rejection when market ignored Fed Friday speech and when market ignored FOMC member speech after FOMC meeting. Both time you are seeing big rejection above 2088 level. And your wave C subdivided into 5 impulsive wave also complete. So you have clear static resistance and a clear parallel chart pattern. Upper trend line tested 3 times and lower trend line also tested 3 times. So if this trend line break out again, then more bearish sentiment and your static support 2047. Or if you see this complete wave top to bottom, because I think Fed is right this time, then complete 50% retracement top to bottom 2030. This is your big horizontal support level. So you have two clear horizontal support and resistance. If trendline breakout on retest, you can sell. But for buying entry, do not buy until price breakout above 2088 level. And your last resistance 2015, which depend on all the big news this week. On Friday you have NAP news. Number come high or low, you already know how it will affect gold. But UR rate 4% or lower is bearish for gold. For successful breakout above 88 level 2088, you need at least 4% UR rate. And I don't think because of election Biden will show you 4%. So if number comes again below 4%, it is bearish for gold. And soft landing possibility will again increase this week, and soft landing is bearish. And you can see last 1 month gold was almost sideways. That is because of soft landing. So this time frame until price breakout above 88 and 2030, there is no trend. If this is counter trend correction, new lower low will come or new impulsive wave, then confirmation will not come before this level breakout or before NAP news. Daily time frame again showing strong rejection in this resistance zone. Price tried but it could not break above 2080 horizontal resistance. And before your big news on Thursday, you have FOMC minute. In Fed speech and in SEP, they forecast 3 rate cut, but they did not say when will we first cut, the timing. In FOMC minute PDF, we can get timing about first rate cut. Longer the timing for first rate cut, more bearish for gold. And if you remember, during this vertical wave, FOMC minute said March rate cut. Then when it was flying and news company were saying you were FOMO buying gold, FOMC minute said July rate cut. Now let's see what they say this time. And you have ADP, your mini NAP, but every time it show big intraday action, and your jobs claim. Both are intraday news, but biggest one is your FOMC minute, NAP and service PMI on Friday. These three things together will decide where gold will go next. 2150 or back to 1900. If all of these economic indicators create hawkish environment and FOMC member give hawkish speech again, then that is bad for gold. Or if things change, they give dovish speech again and NFP and ISM come lower, then that will create dovish environment and gold will immediately break out 2100. If you see weekly chart, the first candle was your FOMC, the next candlestick was your FOMC member speech, and this was your holiday. You can do anything, you have freedom. But this week, all of those news and FOMC member comment will decide where we will close this week. Outside the resistance zone or back below 2050. Monday is holiday. Happy New Year to everyone. And you can see everything. All the Fed monetary policy they tried, but monthly candlestick is still below 2075. And your this FOMC meeting is already priced in. All the billionaires who have $100 billion hedge fund, they trade minimum 3 months in advance. So all the focus will be March FOMC meeting. Before that, let's see what FOMC minutes say this week. And this is your quadruple top, and we are varies on gold on monthly time frame. For scalper, your first vertical wave, then this trend line is your big dynamic support level. And price now is testing this support level 6 times. So above this trend line, you can say gold is bullish, but if this trend line break out, then gold instantly bearish and depends on all the news this week. And if you miss this top near 2088, because I updated this chart with wave counting before it came down, and all the wave counting after it came down more. But this week price action entirely depends on news. If price stay below 2088 and this trend line also break out, then that will be very bearish for gold. And you can expect price going back to 2030. That means 50% retracement of this entire trend. Because this wave counting from this bottom to top is complete, and if this is correction or trend reversal, then it will not stop before it retests any fib level 38 or 50. And if you want long term view, let's say weekly chart, why the rumor, sell the news.
You have 18 more months of tightening?
Yes, I mean 18 more months of, and by the way, there's nothing precise, and I'm not sure.
When we get into that recession, there will be a point when the Fed stops hiking. There will be a point when it starts to either slow down or even at some point it'll reverse those cuts. And when that happens, you'll have just a
market was right, Fed was wrong. Their rate hike was propaganda, and just before election, they are shifting from hike to cut. And everything can be explained by these two simple images. If Fed Goldsby golden path is right, then nothing can stop gold going back to 1500. And all the politics is explained in this news from then you do not need to know where gold will go in 2024 because all the information is already there. So I ask all of you, explain me meaning of this news, then I will explain where gold will go next year 2024.